Hi everybody, here's Krystian and this is TeamworkCast.
Hi everybody, I'm Guybrush.
And we are back with the Hamburg Regionals, the top 6 from the Hamburg Regionals on the 24th of June. Earth Scion is the latest legal pack, and we see AgInfusion on the left.
Oh yeah, AgInfusion. New ID, right?
Yeah.
At this point?
Very new, but at this point the Tobayaka protocol thing is still not there, so it's kind of like not quite in the final form of what it can do.
This is even my final form.
That's right. So it's going to be on the left, it's Václav, he's playing the AgInfusion, and on the right it's Heinzel, the previous German national champion.
Nice guy.
He's definitely. He's playing the
Whizzard.
Whizzard, I think. I just see 3 credits, and that's enough to be like, okay, yeah, this is probably this guy.
I know he's playing Whizzard. He's playing Whizzard for like a year or 2.
I'm glad to see Heinzel back here. He was very upset about the way he ended up at the Euros. I think he was expecting a way better placement. He was the
top 16 is not bad.
He made it to the top cut. Yeah, he's this is like a first world problem kind of situation.
He was also upset because we played 3-3 in the first round and he wanted 6 points.
So yeah, he made it to the top cut in Euros, and then that team was very quickly eliminated, and I don't think he was very happy with that result.
Yeah.
We were all rooting for him for sure. So yeah,
always a joy to play against him.
Definitely, he's a very nice Netrunner player. Plays very well. The AgInfusion Václav begins with the celery gift.
Celery gift. We saw a brain trust. Mm-hmm. Interesting, right?
That's a very interesting choice of
Caprice,
gender.
Excalibur, DNA tracker, right?
The R&D is not being protected, so Heinzel exploits this by doing a dirty laundry run. So AgInfusion, for you guys who are new to this, so they can trash an unrest ice during a run to redirect the runner to a different server. And then the runner encounters, or actually he encounters, they encounter. So there's the problem is if they redirect them to the server where there is already an rest ice, the runner has to break that ice. But if they redirect them to a server where there's not a rest ice, they cannot rest it.
They cannot rest it.
Yeah.
Gotta remember.
Yeah, so that's very important. That's something that we have to keep in mind.
Oh, discarding keyhole.
What? Heinzel.
A second one in hand.
Heinzel.
R&D is wide open.
Yeah. So why didn't she just install the keyhole and just keyhole away?
That would put him on low credits, I guess, and maybe he's preparing for Siphon.
That's weird. I'm not gonna second guess Heinzel. He's a way better Netrunner player than I guess both of us.
Yeah, right.
But I'm fascinated by this play. Okay, so that is going to be a remote server being created. That's pretty good. AgInfusion, generally the idea is that you're going to create one scoring server, and then you bounce people away from the server while you have a Nisei in there. And then sometimes there is a very spicy Ruhr grid inside, so you have to pay extra.
Cologne Valley grid, right?
Yeah, it's our home place. If you don't know, we are from Cologne. Cologne is the Ruhr Valley, kind of like very close to Ruhr.
Yeah, it's close.
We can just drive it for half an hour and be there, so we know exactly how you waste clicks here in Cologne. Okay, so here is going to be an eater. So yeah, that kind of like tells us what kind of deck it is. Probably going to be a keyhole,
yeah, right.
But also probably a count siphon.
Yeah, I know he's on a count siphon. Mm-hmm. I suffered.
You suffered
consequences
of his account siphon. Yeah. I know that feeling. That's what a count siphon is for. And Václav reacts correctly by installing an upgrade into the R&D.
I think that's Caprice.
I would say so, yeah. That kind of like puts a huge damper on the account siphon plan. There's the second keyhole.
Yeah, second one.
And so now Heinzel has an entire turn of keyholing. So that's why I guess he decided to trash it. But kind of like gave his game away that he trashed the keyhole.
I wish we could see the cards.
Discarded cards, yeah. again, alignment problems. A lot of players just don't realize that, don't see like where the camera ends. You don't see it, right? You see a camera.
But you know, if you're playing on the top table, you don't care about the recording.
Yeah, you have other problems to think of than the camera, you know. So it's fine. It's fine. Maybe some people will realize eventually. Okay.
I wonder, HQ is probably DNA tracker and something nasty.
It's nothing was rest. So like the AgInfusion ability is not really that useful. Also, I was wondering why didn't you even install the Caprice in there? Because if there is an account siphon HQ, you can always use the AgInfusion ability.
Yes, but a lot of people are playing employee strikes.
That's a good point. I didn't consider that.
You know that the most boring card in Netrunner?
I don't play it usually. I'm listening. I'm in the school of thought of Jackmate who hates that card and doesn't play it.
I hate it too, but not because I don't play it, right? I was recently playing Blue Sun and man...
Yeah, that's a good card against Blue Sun. That's a winning card right there.
I played triple scarcity of resources, but it doesn't help.
That's a good card against Blue Sun. I remember I had some really good games with...
And we saw... did we saw Friends in High Places? I think so, right? Because he installed 2 things and...
Yeah, maybe.
And there was something purple on the screen.
This is going to be a nightmare to edit because they also do this thing where they play operations directly in archives. So I often don't actually see what they play. No, this is going to be horrible. Why are you guys punishing me this way?
Why? And what's on hand?
Same on Think installs for Heinzel. That's good.
Taking his time.
There's a Jackson Howard being used.
But on Heinzel's side, I would think he's on AgInfusion and there's a lot of expensive ice and Caprice on HQ. How are you gonna siphon through this? I don't know. He's a better player, but I would probably just...
Give up the siphon plan?
Yeah, right.
I mean, you have to keep up the threat. Often the threat of the siphon is more important than the actual siphon. So you have to play around as AgInfusion here. He already had to install a Caprice Nisei into this HQ. Caprice Nisei is unique. So if you install the second Caprice Nisei for a scoring server, that becomes kind of like a leverage that you can exploit as a runner.
Yes. Or maybe it's Krystian.
That's actually a good point. Yeah, that could be also Krystian. I've seen Krystian in those decks.
But I don't think so.
There's actually employee strikes on Heinzel Hands, I think.
I know he's
the shuffle
playing,
thing, and
yeah.
I think I saw an employee strike there. Maybe I was wrong. I'm wrong. It wouldn't be the first time.
That's exactly how he got me in our first game.
Okay. So you actually know his deck.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think he played
Václav, if you
inject into account siphon employee strike.
Just moved your cards one step to the right. We could actually see your discard pile. It'd be so great. Do you know Václav, where he's from?
He's from Czech Republic.
Oh, is that so? Oh, he went all over to Hamburg?
Yes, I think he was with the Berlin guys. I'm pretty sure he is from Czech.
Okay, that's good.
They played a regional in... I don't know, man. In Czech Republic or Poland? They played a regional there.
Yeah, the Berlin guys are really fond of going to Poland to some of their events. It's not too far away.
It's not too far. It's very far from Cologne.
And it's really cheap. Poland is a nice place to hang out. You get some really nice kielbasa and some good stuff. Anyway,
discarding a lot of stuff.
Yeah, what is going on there, Heinzel? Heinzel did deep digging for some good stuff in his deck. Where's Heinzel from, by the way?
Heinzel is from Hannover. And Hannover is interesting because it's right in the middle of Cologne and Hamburg and Berlin.
Oh, so they have a good... It's far to drive away to every place, but it's the same distance to any place. So it doesn't matter. You can cover every distance. All right, so we see a score. Interestingly, wow,
That's pretty
that's pretty important.
important.
Yeah.
Actually.
Václav is might be on a winning road to win this, because that kind of makes account siphon very difficult. Okay,
Excalibur is not doing a lot.
Excalibur on the R&D. Why don't you do this, Václav?
He had to install something, right?
I guess, and it's cheap to res.
And 2 credits, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And also, he will break it, right? So
that will break its
He
neck.
doesn't have to break it on his last run, even. So, what's the idea card against Keyhole?
You want to put a Kiyashi or something on that.
Yeah, something really juicy. And it's also not even a good card to redirect him when you do like your AgInfusion ability. I think Václav wanted a better card there. But that's all that he got, I guess. Oh, interesting.
Queen's Gambit is not doing a lot.
Also, Queen's Gambit
costs 3.
is the wrong Queen's Gambit. It's the misprinted Queen's Gambit.
I would play that.
Would you though? Would you really? So good. So I guess it's interesting. Heinzel is we don't see what things have been keyholed so far.
It's a mystery, right?
Where's even the archives? Are they off screen?
It's off screen. We can only see the tip of Jackson.
Is there something installed in front of archives?
I don't think so. Maybe, let's see, the corner.
We have to apologize for this, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was... I need to, because Garen will record the next regionals, I need to give him a checklist that he has to go through. Alright, so there's another card installed in the scoring server. I think...
Maybe...
8 credits.
Yeah, that's not a lot. Oh, he said IPO.
IPO.
Yeah.
And a Jackson being So I guess keyholes hit some things. But... Oh, there's a global... Oh, that's nice for you to show us the global footprint. I guess that was one of the things that was keyholed. But what I want to say is... I actually don't know what I want to say is... Oh yeah, Václav didn't actually expand his board state with his turn. So we're gonna see another turn of Heinzel being able to keyhole through this. Yeah, Heinzel has a lot of money, so he doesn't really, it's not a big problem for him to do this. So this is actually a bad moment for Václav to be in.
I would actually consider just keyholing ice, so he can put one on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
But maybe there's friends.
That's true. Yeah, we saw some friends being shuffled back, or at least we saw friends in this. Another keyhole. So for an entire turn of keyholes, for 4 keyhole runs, it's just 6 credits. I take that.
Yeah,
this is a good deal.
He got brain trust.
Yeah, there's a brain trust and something else.
And something else.
Oh man, this is going to be a nightmare to end. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I let's just assume he's at Heinzel's at 4 credits, 4 agenda points.
I just recently broke my hand and I was playing anyway.
You were karate chopping too hard in the servers.
And people who played keyhole, and had to shuffle.
Oh no! That's like the counter. You're just like, okay, I'm just gonna concede right there. Is that a violet level clearance?
I didn't see it, but I don't. Probably friends.
Something violet, something very violet.
ELP, right?
Yeah, enhanced login protocol. Yeah, that's this deck. Okay.
I played AgInfusion with ELP and Rue Valley, but it was too expensive, and employee strikes is like a double function. Clears ELP and
Yeah, and also
your ID
makes the idea go away. Yeah, so I guess that's a very good counter to AgInfusion playing the employee strike.
Yeah. That's why it's the most boring card in Netrunner.
Yeah. It brings the game down to a more vanilla kind of state. 0815 as we call it in Germany. Yeah, so there's some spicy cards, spicy ice on HQ. There's also, I think, an agenda.
And Heinzel got a fistful of nasty things.
I just realized playing the enhanced login protocol makes no sense because
he's keyholing.
He's just keyholing, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Yeah.
So, nice ice.
Yeah. So
at least one ice.
Wasn't that was Susanoo Mikoto, right? So we saw it on hand. There was a Susanoo Mikoto on hand, so that would be a really great card on HQ. I would probably even delete the Excalibur. It really doesn't do anything here.
It will cost him 2 credits, and his economy is really reliant on Siphon. And he can't get a Siphon through.
That's a fair point, yeah. Like the idea that he has to have the Siphon to get the monies.
I mean, his economy is Day Job, Queen's Gambit, Dirty Laundry.
Oh, what? Oh!
Yeah.
I think he used the...
Mad Dash. Plant Assault Mad Dash.
Plant Assault Mad Dash into archives, and then he milled...
Here's the point. Heinzel was really upset after this game because he didn't. He's such a nice guy. He didn't. He felt bad because he didn't say that there was a Nisei counter. Václav could have stopped his Mad Dash.
Oh no! What a misplay! Yeah, he could have stopped the mission. So then Heinzel would be still like 6 points. So we would have at least seen some more game.
Yeah.
Because next turn would have been Deja Vu and...
We had a discussion about Netrunner morals. What's allowed and what's not.
I guess both players missed this?
Yeah, both. No, I think Heinzel just played it anyway. You can just Deja Vu Mad Dash again, right?
That's right. He could have done this again. Yeah. So it wasn't really like a. But wait a minute. Yeah. So that if that was the first thing he did on this turn, then yes.
Yes.
And that would have been the same old thing, Mad Dash, and then that would have been the game after all. No, wait a minute. No, yeah, because then the game is over, the run is over, so he doesn't access the cards, he doesn't score the agenda.
And gets 1 meat damage.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you ever Mad Dash a triple advanced Junebug?
I'm not playing Mad Dash too often, but that seems like a very bad idea.
I think I would have won. So I did.
So you were expecting that to be agenda, so you decided I'm going to Mad Dash this thing, and then you died. And
it's called Mad Dash for a reason, right?
Yeah, that's true. That kind of gives it away. That's true. That's a spicy game that you're describing there.
So Heinzel is moving on, right?
Yeah. So this was the final game, so to speak, from the winners bracket. So Heinzel will be the one person in the finals eventually. So we're going to see a finals with Heinzel, but for now we're going to move on into the so-called losers bracket. The cool bracket. And we're gonna see what's happening there. I think that we're gonna see on the right side. We're already seeing Mark.
I saw a spinner, so that's Mark.
So yeah, we're gonna see some more games with Mark and some other person. Let's see about that. See you next time around. And as always,
hack the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car.
Shit on me.
Ooh, I'm excited to see Heinzel back on the top tables again. And I can already spoil you one thing. Heinzel and Václav will be back in future games from this tournament, so get ready for that. But for now, it's time to move on to our Patreon shoutouts. And today's Patreon shoutout is going to be to Gordy Murphy from the US. He's been joining us, supporting us from August 2015. So again, one of the backers from the very, very first hour of our Patreon campaign. I've seen him on some Peach Hack streams. So I'm really excited to see such a great player supporting us on Patreon. And if you want to support us as well, you can do so on patreon.com/hacktheplanet. See you next time around.